Welcome back. This is part 2 of the Rhea character commission drawing series. And in this video, I am refining the line work. This is the final line layer. Everything is drawn pretty tight for this character. I was mentioning in the last video that I may have wasted a little time doing the underdrawing too detailed and tight, but it does make this stage much more easy to complete. All the decisions have been made, I just have to clean it up. This drawing will ultimately be in color, and I'm quite excited for the next stage where I shade it all in and add color. I'm not entirely sure what kind of scheme I'm going to go for. Her skin is red and her outfit is black with metallic accents, but no direction as to what the background will be. It'll be dark and moody, I think. And I might play with some fun light sources, we'll see. It's always tempting with leathery bat wings and things like that to put a light behind them so that they glow with that subsurface scattering. It'd be cool to see like the blood or the veins through the thin membrane. That'd be cool. You can see I just like to jump around the image a lot and work on whatever part strikes my fancy at that time. I always do that just to keep it fresh and keep myself interested. If I spend too long rendering the same little area, yeah, it starts to feel a little too tedious and tiring, so I just jump around, keep it fun, keep it fresh. You can see I'm adding in some cast shadows on a second layer, which is a very common process for me. But I'm going to do most of the shading and the shadows on the color layer because the hue might shift, might add some blues to the shadows for the red areas, or move up to oranges or yellows for the highlights. We'll see. Haven't made any decisions about colors yet, really, but I'm starting to think about it. A moment ago you saw I had to redraw the laces on her top. They were a little thick and it was starting to look like the top of a shoe, so I wanted that the lace to be a little more delicate. So you can see I draw everything with my basic brush, which has got pen pressure set to opacity. So the lighter I press, the it's kind of like a pencil. The lighter the mark will be. And then I go over it with another version of the same brush that has that opacity turned off, so that the line is always black. Kind of feels more like a pen. And that's reminiscent of how I would often work traditionally, you know, very common process to start with pencil and finish with pen. With most of my brushes, I do like that they somewhat emulate a realistic approach to art making. To me, it looks better when it appears as though the artist drew everything rather than using a bunch of really fancy specialized brushes, which ultimately end up becoming like stamps. You know, you just stamp in a tree texture, some grass textures, without drawing all that stuff. It does save time and it can look really good. I'm not saying it doesn't, but that's just my personal preference. I like the way it looks when you do things the long way. This video is sped up 20 times, which is a lot. I know the image is flying around, but I wanted to keep the maximum time around the 10-minute mark for this video. In a future video, I definitely want to do some more real-time bits, you know, so you can see how quickly or how slowly I'm actually making these marks and thinking about things. I think it's helpful for any aspiring artists to see that, but at the same time it just makes for a little bit more boring content for the rest of us. I'll find that right balance eventually. Yeah, on this image, I saved the head for last. Often I will do it first to make sure I like the way it looks before rendering the rest of the figure, but I'm not entirely sure why. It is a tricky angle with all the horns. I'm literally editing this video moments after I finish this line layer. So I will give it a day. I'll look at it in the morning and see if there's anything that sticks out that looks a little wonky that I missed. Her face does look very sharp and severe, which I don't think is bad, but I want to make sure it's quite attractive as well. And I may make some fine-tunings to before I start adding color. We'll see. already I can see I want to go in and fix one of her eyebrows. I'm not sure if I'll feel that way by the end of this drawing. It's almost done, so I probably will fix it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything you want to see or anything you want me to talk about in a future video. Bye for now.